Right then, we should be live. Just going to copy the link and put it in to the group. It's got a bit of a issue at the moment. We've got full 20 tonight for the first time in a championship, so it's going to be full qualifying. We have somebody who said they weren't racing, so we've arranged a reserve for them, and now they've not. And the person that said they weren't racing has now turned up. So we just got to try and move one of the reserves around, and then we are good to go. Yeah, just speaking in Discord, just waiting for Woods. As you can see on my screen, he's in Alfa Romeo, which is Andy Liu's car. I told Woods to go in Alfa Romeo because we have Toon Smasher here in the Alfa Romeo who said he weren't racing. So once Woods moves to the racing point to replace Olszewski, who's not turned up, luckily, which leaves a space because we could have had 21. We've been complaining we've not had 20 for the last couple of weeks, and now we're on course for having 21. Yeah, if someone could message Woods on PS4, that'd be great. Because I don't think he's very active in the Discord. I've sent him a message, so hopefully I can change it. People saying in the comments, can he kick him and then invite him back? Last year on F1, if you kick someone, they weren't allowed back in to the lobby. So don't think you can do that. Right, I've messaged him. Otherwise, we'll just have to have Andy Liu racing for Racing Point, and then scoring points for Alfa Romeo. Yeah, Woods isn't answering me, so we'll give him a minute and then we'll get going. But yeah, Toon Smasher in the Discord, just make sure if you change your mind and you suddenly can race, just let us know so we can make sure to tell the reserve that they can't. I'm not sure who's left here, by the way. Someone's left. It's a Red Bull that's gone. It's Charlie in Japan. Right, tell you what, Andy Liu, yeah, Andy Liu, just go on to Racing Point, mate. There we go, I think we are all good to go then. Andy Liu's clicked Racing Point, here we go. Right, yep, everyone, we are ready. So let's get readying up. Here we go then. Look at this. This is just what we want to see. All 20 people racing. Got a couple of reserves in as well. So we had Olszewski, who said he was going to race, who hasn't turned up unfortunately. But in a way that's quite lucky, because then we would have been left with 21 drivers. At last we're going to get underway. Do apologise for the slight delay today. France People call it the boring track. I remember watching the French Grand Prix in 2019, I think it was. That's when I said I'm never going to watch a race again. But because that was so boring, Mercedes dominating. But it's going to be a bit different today, let's hope so. And it looks quite cloudy in the skies above France, so we might have some rain coming today, I'm not too sure. Haven't had any rain yet in our 4 races in both leagues. Could that luck change today? I know some drivers absolutely love the wet and others can't stand it. So we've got to remember, any points that Andy Liu scores are for Alfa Romeo, and any points that Woods scores are for Racing Point. I've got to remember that. Who's going to be first out on track then? Obviously it's been a great effort as well. League's only been open a couple of weeks to get a full grid in our second division. It's a fantastic effort, and we also got up to 50 subscribers in the week as well, which is brilliant to see. And I can hear my voice on the stream as well in the echo. Right, let's turn that off. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit louder today. Turn my mic volume up. I think this is this the first time I've had full qualifying in a championship? I think it is. So it's free tyre choice, obviously, until you get to Q2, and that is when you start on the tyres that you have set your time on. Who's first out then on the track? As you can see, it's a very narrow track, 2 long lines basically. It is quite twisty, as you can see. It's got its S's there, and that track looks quite slick. Darren's in the comments, also known as Serious Mushroom. Good luck, guys. And it says nice win earlier. Yep. Thanks, mate. Good luck. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow in France. Obviously, we've got the Premier League race tomorrow, which will start about 7:30. And this is going to be quite interesting to see today. So we have got... Let's have a look who's reserving them. Woods is reserving for Olszewski in the Racing Point. ALR Vintage is reserving as well. Charlie in Japan is contesting today for that permanent seat in Red Bull, because Bryce Stanton's left Red Bull. He can't make the time now, obviously he's not in this country. So that Red Bull seat is going to be contested from the people reserving today. So we've got Vintage there, Charlie in Japan there as well. Bristol Fox, he is a reserve as well. And then Cobb Guna is a new driver for this league. It's his first appearance today. Last week, of course, didn't have a single safety car, which was great to see. Oh, Nunda's invalidated his lap at turn 1. And I think we'll see a lot of drivers do that. Here we go, we can see with Swanshanks, it's a sharp left and then right. Oh, he's gone a bit wide into there, so he's going to lose a lot of time through there, but at least he's getting the time on the board. It does look really dark, doesn't it? Darren saying good to see Woods back. Yeah, it is. Brilliant to see him racing. It's his first appearance in this league in weekend night racing. But of course, if a permanent seats come available, could be his up for grabs as well. Or if he'd rather reserve in both leagues, it's also good. Here we've got the long straight on board with Swanshanks. Now this, you want to get as much curb as you can when you dive into the left here. Perfect. You got it absolutely perfect. Same here, you want to go over that curb. Really good sector 2 here from Swanshanks. Purple sector 2 as well. Only a couple of drivers have gone round so far. And I think... Where's the other Williams? Can't find it. It's Adam. Is he going to be first to set lap? He is. It's a 1:31.1 from Adam. Next set of time is going to be the Alfa Romeo. Oh, it's all the way down the other side. It's Toon Smasher. Oh, he's invalidated his time, so he's not going to set a time. Next up's going to be a Ferrari of Nunda, who also invalidated his lap. So we're going to go back on board with Swanshanks as he goes into that Very sharp final corner onto the straight. It's really good sector 2 and 3 here from Swanshanks and what we've seen. And he does go fast. It's fantastic that from Swanshanks. 7/10 quicker than Adam. There we go. I'm going to go on board with DJ Julie as he comes into the final corner to cross the line. DJ Julie. He goes up to, I can't see it because I've got a message, second. And Charlie in Japan goes third as well. Good lap from him. And we have Matey, his teammate in the Red Bull. He's invalidated his time. Then we have a racing point. It's Andy Lewis, also invalidated his time. We've got the Maniac, who guess what, has invalidated his time. Crazy amounts of invalidations at the moment. William saying DJ Julie to win. Well, we know he's got the pace to win. Obviously he had a strong finish here last week. Who should we go on board with then? Let's see who's out on the track. Toon Smash is invalidated again. He's going to have to come in now. No, he's not. He's going to go for a third lap on those tyres. Wow. We've got a bit of traffic going to that U-turn in sector 3. Swanshanks, yes, Darren's mentioned in the comments, it's a fantastic lap from Swanshanks, and we're on board with sector 2. He can still improve on that time as well. Through sector 1. So we see cars coming into the pits there safely. Let's go on board with Jay Bradfield's invalidated already. It's a shame for him then. The Maniac's on the lap. He invalidated his first time. Only 5 cars have got laps on the boards at the moment. Nunda up to third. We have a bit of traffic with a Haas. Not that Haas, he's in the pits. Argentina. Get out of the way nicely. Bearded Dave is up to 6th in the AlphaTauri. I think he's yet to score a point in the league, so he'll be keen to get off the mark today, but it'll be more difficult than ever. Let's have a quick look at the standings then. Or is that purple sector 1 from the Bearded Dave? Came up purple. So last week out in Bahrain, and the winner was Rick Dalton. Of course, you wouldn't know, Rick Dalton is no longer in the championship. We had a discussion. He's going to reserve for his brother in the Premier League. He was extremely quick, and of course it ruined the competition a little bit. So now the tense battle that we had last couple of weeks for second is now going to be the battle for first, which is going to be great to see. TJ Julie was second last week as well, so you could argue he's favourite today. Then Jake the Slayer last week was third, and he started down in 12th. We've also got Marvsky up there as well. There's a lot of competition today, and to be honest, I really haven't got a clue who's going to be favourite. As we see, I'm not sure who that was that set a time there. I think it was Bristol Fox. It was. He's up into 6th, and the Maniac joins his teammate on the 4th row. Of course, it won't be 4th row because it's Q1, not short qualifying today. So we've got quite a few cars in the pits at the moment, and a lot of cars down the bottom are going to have to get out soon to set a lap. It looks like it's going to start raining, but obviously it isn't going to if they're sitting happy in the pit lane. We got Gavin in the comments. Cobb Guno is making his debut today. Not sure I pronounced that right. On her place in Ireland. There's he's saying, evening everyone, best of luck to all the drivers. It's good to hear, and welcome to our league, mate. Hope you get off to a good start. As Argentina, oh, we missed that. Fantastic that from Argentina, 129.8. He also got a decent finish last week. I think it might have been 5th last week, if I remember rightly. And that is a fantastic first lap from him. As we see, not sure who we just saw go quicker. It was Jay Bradfield. He's up into 7th, and Marvsky goes quicker. This is what we want to see. This is going to be a fantastic battle. So the cars towards the top should be safe. At the moment, all these cars need to set a lap, and then we'll start to see the real picture of who's going to be in danger of going out. Woods is 10th. He's gone out on the mediums. You'd think he's going to have to come out on the softs. So I've got a bit of break. We're going to go through the standings, the updated standings, obviously taking away Rick Dalton's points. Jake the Slayer in the Ferrari is in the lead with 33 points. DJ Jawley's second in the Mercedes with 26. Nunda's third with 21. Argentina's fourth, and we got Mackenzie in fifth. Mackenzie, of course, is not racing with us today, unfortunately, and ALR Vintage is his replacement. There we go, couldn't think of it earlier. It's McKenny, it's not racing today, which is a shame, but we hope to see him next week. And then it is very close. I mean, we could have a driver down in 8th win today in the standings, and they could potentially be up to first. Very close, quite fast as well. That's Woods, I'm not too sure what he's doing here. Just getting out of the way as best as he can. So then Marfsky leads. Argentina second, Swanshanks third, DJ Jawley fourth, Nunda fifth. As most of the cars come into the pits, I'm not sure if we've actually got anyone on a lap at the moment. Yes, we have. We've got some of the drivers towards the back. We're going to go on board with Cryptic Alibi in the racing point. Does well through there. Can he clip the curb here? He does clip the curb, or he's turned in a bit too quickly there, but he should be okay. This should be a good time, and I think he should be safely through with it. And he, oh, of course he's safely through with that. Fantastic. I was criticising that last corner, but he's 3/10 quicker than everyone else, so that shuts me up. So we've got the two Red Bulls coming up next. Matey is invalidated again, and he's only got about 6 minutes left. So that could be a problem now. And Charlie in Japan is on an outlap, but he's up in 7th anyway. We have Lengard. I think it can't be a Renault because there's no Renaults out on track. It must be a McLaren. It is. It's Koguna. He hasn't set a lap yet, but I'm sure this will be a good enough time. Here we go, and he goes down into the final corner. All the corners look the same here. It's all the same blue markings on the track. And the red and white apex as Koguna comes across the line, and he goes up to 4th, just ahead of his teammate. Great lap from him. And the McLaren should both be safely through. That is very awkward in France, as we see there. Adam coming out the pit lane. When you come out the pits, it spits you out onto the track. It is quite awkward, but they're going to have to learn to live with it. So we've got RD Wee on an adventurous outlap, I think it's safe to say. As long as he's getting out of the way and not in the way of anyone else, it's not a problem. He's yet to set a lap, as is ALR Vintage, as is Jake the Slayer, as is Matey down in last. He has had a few attempts at it, and he has invalidated all his times, but he is now into sector 3. Oh, if he went 4 wheels off there, that would have invalidated. Oh, he slowed down. Is he out of fuel or what? I don't know. But he has slowed down, matey, and that's the 3rd effort he's had. And he is going to have to come in quickly and get back out. Of course, corner cutting's so strict this year. France probably isn't one of the worst tracks for corner cutting, but if you just go 4 wheels over one of those curbs, you're going to get your lap invalidated. And of course, this is a track, as I've mentioned, following some of the drivers, that you've got to go over quite a bit of the curb to get the maximum amount of time. Reckon pole will be mid-29, saying Darren. Yeah, well, we see Cryptic Alibi doing a 29.3 there, of course, and go for a bit more in Q1 because it's not really competitive. Some of them know they're going to be through if they've got the pace and they're towards the top. When we come into Q2, obviously the cars will be trying to get through to the top 10 shootout on the tyres they want to start the race on. And softs aren't really a good option here. Soft hard is a bit too much of an ask. So if people are starting on softs, it's more likely to be a 2-stopper. Medium hard is the only real option of a 1-stopper here. If people can do soft hard, then that'd be a fantastic achievement if they were to finish high up with that. Nunda saying track limits, so I think they've caught Nunda out. Anyway, we're going to follow ALR Vintage, the reserve in the Haas today, making his debut. All looks pretty tidy. Now coming into sector 3. Easy place to lose traction there and spin. We've seen it so many times before. As he... Oh. As he's now coming to the final corner. It's not going to be one of the fastest laps from Vintage. He does a 1:36.0, so he is going to be at the back. I'm sure he can find a bit more time there though. A couple more. If he saves his ERS and his fuel up for this lap, he'll have one more shot at it. RDW still yet to set a lap, is coming out again. Jake Deslayer's on a lap and Matey's come out again. Needs to set a lap. You'd expect him to go through. He's got the pace to. As Jake Deslayer crosses the line and goes up to 5th. And the Bearded Dave has improved his time at some point as well. I think that was a while ago, I've missed it. As Woods goes up to 5th. Good lap from Woods, as we see DJ Jawley, I think that was, going up as well. Great lap from Cryptic Alibi, that is. Nunda and Swanshank still in the pits. They probably think that they are safe as we look towards the bottom now. At the moment, the Maniac will be going out in 16th in the AlphaTauri. Toon Smasher in 17th, although he is on a lap and he's half a second up. No, he's not half a second up, he's just started a lap. ALR Vintage as well. Looks like he could be going out. And RDW and Matey need to set laps. Darren saying good lap from Goonie. Yeah, it was a good lap. 1:29.9. Great achievement if you can get into the 1:29s here. As RDW has left the session. There's no cars crossing the line for a minute, so I'll quickly send him an invite. But I think that means he could be out. If he's not going to get back in the session in time. There we go, he has got another invite. Let's quickly join back into the action then. We're going to follow on board with Matey. This is the one he got swoop in. He does swoop in. Clips the apex there. Or he's got a little bit of wheel spin there, which would have cost him a bit of time. But of course, he only really needs to get into the 1:31s to get out of the top 5 immediately. But we know Matey, through racing with him for a couple of months, he's more than capable of getting in at least the 1:30s. There we go, clips it there. Oh, he's gone four wheels off, and I don't see how you gain time from that. I don't see why it invalidates your time, but it has for Matey yet again. I think it's the 4th time. He's going to have one more go at it. He doesn't need to push it that hard. He doesn't need a super quick time to get through. Here we go, and this is his last shot. Oh, his fuel's flashing. Can he get one more lap out of it? He's going for it. There we go, that's perfect. Perfect into turn 1, turn 2 from Matey. It's really good from there. So the checkered flag waves then, and we've got the top 8 are all in the pits. Nuna's on an outlap, as we've seen so many times before with this game, this season so far. It can let you start a lap even though checkered flag's out, but Nunda should be through. Adam's in the pits in 10th. Charlie in Japan's on an outlap. There we go, it's letting him start his lap. Look, strange game. Jay Bradfield 12th. He's still got to set a lap. He's still going for it. Bearded Dave isn't going to improve in 13th. He's out of fuel, I think. Angelo in 14th. Now starting his lap. Bristol Fox in the pits in 15th. He is in the danger zone as the Maniac starts a lap as well. Toon Smasher 17th. Vintage 18th. RDW 19th are all out. So can Matey push out Bristol Fox out of Q1? We're going to go on board with him. Yes, he's still got his lap valid. Oh, he's run out of fuel. Matey's run out of fuel. He's still going to complete his lap because he can go ahead of RDW here. Can he crawl across the line to get up to 18th? Can he? It's going to be close. Can he get there? No, he can't. He can't. It's 19th, and mate, that's so unfortunate for him. He's out in Q1. That is a big shock. Huge shock there. And the Maniac's 3 temps are down. So Bristol Fox looks pretty safe. Looks like the Maniac's going to be going out as well. Such a shame for Matey. He'll be disappointed with that. but he's going to be one to watch out for in the race. Jay Bradfield goes up to 9th. He's improved his time, and he didn't really need to go out again. This isn't the quickest lap from the Maniac. I'm not sure. This is going to know. It's not. He's coming in the pits. The Maniac is out. So there we go. Then we have confirmation of it. RDW's out in last. Didn't set a lap, and he's out of the session. Matey in 19th is a bit of a shock. ALR Vintage out in 18th. Toon Smasher will start 17th. And the Maniac will start in 16th. Bristol Fox just scraping through by the skin of his teeth. And Cryptic Alibi in the Racing Point topping the timesheets. As we've got Alex in the comments saying, let's go Alibi. Yeah, it was a fantastic lap from him. Obviously there's not much pressure in Q1, but when we get to if you're at the top, not much pressure for Q1, but when we get into Q3, can he keep up a good time like that? I'm sure it's going to be a lot closer. William saying, wish I was in. Send a message, mate, and then we'll see about getting you in. Everyone's more than welcome. And Gavin saying, everything just clicked for me. Watch me go back to normal soon. Yeah, of course, Q1. Well, it doesn't matter so much. Can you keep, as I was saying, can you keep up those good lap times going into Q3 and Q2? That will be interesting to see. Who's going to go on softs, who's going to go on mediums in Q2. As we just wait now for this glitched out game to progress us onto Q2. Not sure why it takes so long. There we go, I think we're going now. We're getting 3 temps between first and second, but at the top 9 is the second. Close gaps there. You wouldn't see that in real F1. It's the second between second and third in real F1. There we go, and the Bearded Dave getting through is good effort from him. And Bristol Fox as well, reserving today on his debut. Also just getting through. I'll say just, it was by about 6 temps in the end, but only by 1 position. And there we go, and hopefully RDW can get himself back in the session. As we go on to Q2. And there we go, RDW has joined back, but he will be starting last. Obviously with full qualifying today it will be a bit of a late night, but we don't mind that on a Friday. Got the Maniacs left a session. I'll try and get him another invite soon. We'll get him one now. Obviously a reminder to everyone to record their races, and then any incidents we can review straight after, and hopefully we'll have the standings and everything updated tonight. So who is going to blink first? Jay Bradfield. Here we go, he's going out straight away on the mediums. As before. There we go, I'm on fitted tyres, not best, there we go. See, we can already see everyone that's going out is on medium tyres. You start on soft series, just you're going to pretty much have to do a 2-stopper as we were saying earlier. And the Maniac has joined back, there we go. As RDW's messaged me saying, well actually I'm not going to say what he's messaged me, but I think I can judge by what he's been telling me that he was kicked out of the server as he was about to set a lap. So Jay Bradfield in the Renault. He's got Bristol Fox as his teammate today. GT Matteo is the other Renault driver who's still not able to race with us yet. Renault, of course, in both leagues, yet to pick up a single point. In the Premier League, haven't scored a point after 2 races, neither in the Championship either. So Jay Bradfield will be really looking to lead his team and getting at least a point today to get them on the board. As we see, Woods has got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Argentina. Oh, he's retired on the track. We don't like to see that. That'll be a further penalty. There'll be a further penalty for retiring the car on the track. That's silly. But I'm not sure what happened there. Obviously, hope he's recording. He can send us the footage after. But he has shot himself in the foot there by retiring his car. I'm not sure why he'd do that. Strange. Right, Jay Bradfield then. We're going to go on board with him as he's got through the twisty bit in Sector 1. There he goes, really moving his car about as well. Jay Bradfield, one of our drivers who is on a wheel. Yeah, it looks pretty tidy through Sector 1 as well. You want to clip this apex here as he has. It would have been good if he went a little bit wider there to get a bit more time. It all looks good. And there we go, just clip up there. Very tidy again from Jay Bradford. Obviously we can't say how fast it is, but we've still got Woods. His car is still sat there in Sector 2. Thought that had disappeared by now. Jake the Slayer saying, where's the other guy who commentates? Well, he's not here tonight. He's not commentating with us tonight. As Forza Ferrari, he'll be racing tomorrow in the Premier League. Oh, as Jay Bradfield invalidated, you just knew it was going to happen. You can see he was going to go 4 wheels off. It looked like a good lap as well, and now if he wants to start on mediums, he's going to have to do it on 2-lap old tyres. Shame for Jay Bradfield. We're going to switch to Adam, who's going to be next to set the line, cross the line, and they will set a time. It's going to be a 1:31.7 on the mediums. We'll see how that compares to everyone else as we're about to see Andy Liu cross the line. I think it is anyway. Yep, he goes fast. He's gone on softs. Interesting. Maybe he's resigned to a 2-stopper as Nunda goes fastest on the mediums. Good lap from Nunda. We're going to catch up with DJ Julie, who it says is on the softs, but they are yellow wall tyres. He's on mediums, not softs. Opens his DRS and he crosses the line, and it does say mediums now. He goes just quicker than Nunda. Less than a tenth separates the top 3. Fantastic, really close. And the Bearded Dave, now he is on softs. Where's he going to go? He crosses the line and he goes fastest. Great lap from the Bearded Dave, but of course he is on softs. So Charlie in Japan goes second. As we're about to see the Haas cross the line of Argentina, he goes third. They are both on mediums as well, so it's good laps from them. They've pushed DJ Julie down. Next up we have Jay Bradfield on his second lap. He's made it to the final turn without invalidating his lap. DRS is open. And he's about to come across the line. He's out of ERS. And he is only 8th. And his teammate's only 9th. Renault again looking in trouble. I think they're both going to have to set another lap if they want to get through here. And Nunda's going for another lap. He's about to cross the line. Can he improve? He'll be looking to slightly. And he does. He improves by nearly 3 tenths, goes up to third, and that could be the difference between getting through on those mediums or not. Cub Guna about to start his lap. Marsky's about to come in the pits, come out the pits. Car looks lovely from that camera angle. So yeah, both Renaults, as we say, they're going to have to set quicker laps, otherwise they're going to be out. Jay Bradford obviously set that lap on his second lap. Those mediums, they'll be slightly old. Mind you, so did Nunda, and he's 8 tenths quicker than Jay Bradfield. We're going to go on board with... Not sure who we're going to go on board with. I'm not sure anyone is on another lap. No, I don't think anyone is on a quick lap. Go on board with Guna then. He's now going into Sector 3. It's 51.4 for the second sector. Codemaster Pathetic Server Host, yeah, saying F1 League. Not sure who F1 League is. It's Woods, just that was a message from Woods saying he joined in the middle of having a shower. Interesting how he did that. And he didn't see the messages about changing teams, which is fair enough, but I'm not sure why he retired on the track. We'll ask him. Oh, it's a bit wobbly there from Cobguna, who's on medium tyres. He's out of VRS, he's nearly out of fuel, and he's only 9th. 100th off Jay Bradfield. And again, he's going to have to go again if he wants to get through on those mediums. Or if he wants to get through to Q3, he might want to put the softs on. Swan Shanks on an outlap. Crypto Galibi on an outlap. On the mediums as well. Jake the Slayer, he's still in the pits. Yet to set a time. And Marvsky is on mediums, and he is about to set his... Well, he's just started his lap. We're going to go on board with him in his lap. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't validate there. Looks like he went 4 wheels off, but he really took a wide line and swooped in. That's the perfect way to do it. You get more pace going through the corner. Here's F1 League is going on about the server errors again and again. We are seeing too many of them. You'd have thought they'd be fixed. Or at least some of them be fixed by now. It is a shame. It does affect us, but we carry on. And we put up with whatever it throws at us, and we deal with it. And we manage to get a decent race at the end of it. Been a very clean lap from Marvsky again. And this is a tough corner. You want to go flat out through there, and then some drivers brake and then get on the pedal a little bit. Some just let it go swooping through that turn on that right hander, then into that left hander, and he can lose a bit of traction. Go back right again. It's like a big snake, sector 3. Close to the apex and then round onto the final bend. It's been a very tidy lap from Marvsky. I think it's be quite high up. And it is. It's very high up. Fantastic lap that is from Marvsky on the medium. So 1:30.4. Really in contention today, Marvsky. And I think he'll be safely through on the mediums then. Crypto Calibi then. He's gone purple in sector 2. That's his teammate Andy Liu. Well, it's not really his teammate, but we all know what we mean. Jake the Slayer is finally on his outlap, and Swan Shanks is on a lap 2, which is good to see. Going through sector 1, so we'll stick on board with Crypto Calibi. There we go, he brakes early to make sure he keeps 2 wheels on the track. Goes into that left-hander. And then the final corner, it's easy if you get on the throttle too early coming out the final corner to lose it a little bit, but he's managed to do it well. He's out of VRS. Where's he go? He goes up to second, a 10th.5 off Marvsky, and those two do look like they'll be competing for the race today, and they both look like they're going to be through on the medium tyres, so they'll be going back as slow as possible now to the pits, just to manage those tyres, as they will be the set they start the race on. So we've got most of the cars in the pits then. Andy Liu is on a lap, and he's a 10th.5 up. He's on softs. I think it's the same pair, because it's saying there's 1 lap on them. So it's a pair. It's not a pair of softs, it's the same set. Ain't got 2 wheels, is it? It's 4. Swan Shanks as well, we're going to follow him then as he's about to cross the line. Tidy coming out of that corner. Again, he's out of VRS a little bit early. And he goes fast as he is on the softs, so Swan Shanks, so he's going to be starting on softs. And I think we saw Andy Liu. Yeah, we did see Andy Liu. He improved, he's gone up to 6th. So now, Argentina, even Nunda maybe, Nunda, Argentina, DJ Julie, are all at danger of going out here. Adam as well in 10th, and Jay Bradfield and Cobguna in 11th and 12th will be going out as it stands. Will they go for it again on the mediums, or will they risk putting on the softs, which is more possible now because we've seen a few other drivers go out on the softs, so it might make a couple more people think, let's go for it. Jake the Slayer on his first lap has invalidated his time, and he's only got 3 minutes left. But as you can see, he's got full amount of VRS, and the fuel gauge is not flashing, so I'm pretty sure he's going to go again. Niall Kelly saying Argentina is, oh, that is Argentina, yeah. He's got a 5-place grid penalty for Woods tapping me. Well, we saw Woods get a 5-place grid penalty. We're going to quickly have a look. Well, there's not much going on. They've both got a grid penalty. Both have a 5-place grid penalty for the same instant, which obviously isn't right. It can't be. They've just, he's saying they got tapped. They tapped each other. Woods tapped him as he was letting him past. Again, you got to send your footage at the end of the race. There's nothing we can do about grid penalties in this game, unfortunately. It's just a server, which is terrible. But of course we can have a look at it, and then if anyone is at fault, then we can penalise through the league and not through the game. Nunda is saying blocked Gunnar, I think. Horribly sorry. Of course, accidents happen, mate. Obviously, when they do, it's nice if you just apologise, which he has. So we see DJ Julie here going out again as he needs to. He's invalidated low. Adams out on the mediums again as well, and he's slower. As he comes out of sector 2, Jay Bradfield is over 3/10 up, and this is the 3rd lap on those mediums. He's now nearly half a second up as he comes out of sector 2. Can he keep it together? We're going to go on board with him. His fuel gauge is flashing. DJ Julie gets out of the way. Oh, he's gone wide. He's got swoop in here. Get on the gas early. There we go. He probably lost a bit of time through there, though. He didn't do that properly. He's not got close enough there either. He's lost time there. You either want to clip over that apex or take a wide line, swoop in. And that's better. There we go, that's better for the last couple of corners from Jay Bradfield. Might have made up a bit of time there. Could go up to about 7th here. Maybe even higher if he's lucky. Oh no. Oh no, he must have lost a bit of time then as we saw him go through. He's only 11th. And he's not going to go again. He's out. Jay Bradfield is out. He's not going to have time to come in and get back out. That's Adam. I'm not sure he's on a quick lap. He could be going out as well. Cobb Goon is going to be out as well. He's 13th. Bristol Fox. Here we go. He's 4/10 up nearly. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide. So it looks like we've got our 4 going out. Jay Bradfield will be out. Adam will be out, I'm sure, because his fuel gauge is flashing, so he's not going to have another lap in him. Goon, who's in the pits, is going to be out. And Bristol Fox in 14th, who went wide. He was a few temps up out of sector 1. He is going to be out as well. Of course, they all get free choice of tyres, and Jay Bradfield is unlucky because look at the gap between 10th and 11th. Minimal. Very, very small margins there. Gavin in the comments accepting Nunda's apology. Don't bet on safety cars here. Too much runoff. Yeah, Darren, good point. Obviously, there's so much runoff here. It's quite rare you see a car lose their wheel or something here, unless something silly happens or it's a collision. As if you spin out here, there's so much runoff area. It's a bit of a distance to a wall. And Gavin's saying he never know of me racing. Let's hope not. Of course, we didn't have a safety car last week in Bahrain. The Premier League race we did. And the Premier League race was more instant packed than the Championship. But again, it was a sign of some great racing. Great races we got in here. So, Swan Shanks, the Bearded Dave and Andy Lou will all start on the soft tyres. Everyone else through in the top 10 will be on the mediums. And this is going to be a fantastic battle for pole position. We think Marsky and Cryptic Alibi could be the favourites from what we've seen from Q1 and Q2. You can't discount those Ferraris though, have been on the podiums quite often lately. Charlie in Japan as well, a debutant, in 5th on those mediums, comfortably getting through to Q3 on the mediums. He's in with a shout as well. Argentina also through, and DJ Julie as well, who are high up in the standings. And then you never know what Andy Liu, the Bearded Dave and Swanshanks might do. Although they're through on the softs, we've seen Swanshanks set some fantastic times so far today. It's difficult to try and think of things to keep yapping on about while the game makes us sit here and wait for God knows how long. Let's not forget Woods is starting down in 15th as well, after he just retired his car on the track after getting a 5-place grid penalty. So he will actually start last, Woods will. Not sure what the grid penalty is for. We know it was a collision with Argentina, not sure what actually happened though. Of course Argentina, wherever he qualifies in Q3, will start 5 positions down, as we can see confirmation of that. It's not appearing here for Woods though, even though I'm sure it came up saying Woods at the penalty. But again, just 9/10 separating the top 9. And we know DJ Geordie's got more pace as well. Really close battle here. So we've got both Ferraris through yet again, and as we look at the Constructors Championship for the Championship League, Ferrari are at the top with 54 points, McLaren are on 52, counting the points that Rick Dalton got as well. We'll keep the constructor points, and Swanshanks of course representing McLaren in this session. Mercedes in 3rd with 38, Haas in 4th with 27. We then got Williams on 18, Alfa Romeo with 11, and Red Bull and AlphaTauri on 2 each. And then Renault and Racing Point yet to score a point in this league. But as we can see, we got 2 Racing Points in this session. But Cryptic Alibi, and then, as they come out at the same time, both Racing Points. Of course, don't forget Andy Liu is actually racing for Alfa Romeo, and anything Woods gets today will be for Racing Point. All the reserves score points just for their constructors. They don't get added to the standings personally. But with 2 Ferrari cars through and only 1 McLaren, Ferrari got a great opportunity to pull away even further from the McLaren. But Mercedes, of course, are only 16 points off Ferrari. I've got Marvsky and DJ Julie through, so they could mount a challenge and possibly overtake McLaren today. But it'd be great to see Renault or Racing Point get some points on the board, and I'm sure Cryptic Alibi will get some points on the board for Racing Point today. And then Renault, we'll see what Jay Bradfield and Bristol Fox can do from further down. Let's get the spectator menu sorted then, and let's get this session started. Obviously they're all going to be on the soft tyres. And first to set a lap is going to be the Racing Point of Andy Liu, followed by his teammate for tonight, so as he comes into the final corner, slowly he's preparing, and here he goes then. He's going to start his lap. Of course, on the out lap, you want to warm your tyres up as much as possible, but you don't want to get them too heated up, because then you could start to lose a bit of grip towards the end of your flying lap. Sorry, as you can see on the top left of the screen, it's covered up there. It's a message from Woods saying that he did get a 5-place grid penalty alongside Argentina, and they both saying that it wasn't deserved and it was given stupidly by Codemasters. So we see Andy Liu go purple through sector 1. His Cryptic Alibi does beat that. Goes through sector 3 then. Now this is the hard right-hander. It's never been that hard, but just to keep it on the tracks, you want to clip the apex, the red and white line on the left-hand side, but if you go a bit too far and you just lose it a little bit, you go 4 wheels off, you will get your time validated. As you can see, he's lost the back end of the car a little bit there. Oh, and he went 4 wheels off, but it's not invalidated his time. I don't understand that, because it's invalidated other people's times. We see Matey in Q1. Anyway, oh, it's not invalidated his time there either. I thought he went 4 wheels off there. He might be glitching a little bit. Andy Liu, where does he go? He goes up to first, of course, 132.1, and his teammate 129.1 from Cryptic Alibi. Much quicker time. Fantastic from him. DJ Geordie's next across the line. Again, another contender. Can he get anywhere near Cryptic Alibi? He's 1.4 off. That's a fantastic time from Cryptic Alibi. And we still have Nunda and Marsky in the pits. Swanshanks is next as he approaches the final corner. Opens up the DRS. He's out of ERS though. And Swanshanks comes across the line and goes up to second ahead of DJ Geordie as well. DJ Geordie definitely looking to improve his time as we see Argentina. Oh, he's gone up to second. We missed it. Up to second. Fantastic that from Argentina. Less than 3 tenths off first as well. The Bearded Dave's next to set a lap. He crosses the line and goes up to 5th ahead of Andy Liu. And there we go then. 1 round of laps. Then got 2 on out laps and 2 in the pits. As Woods is saying, he's not got footage of the incident. He says he only starts it when the race starts. Obviously that's a reminder, as it says in the rules, we need to be recording qualifying as well as the race, just in case of silly incidents like that. Because if they haven't recorded, we can't see the footage and there's nothing we can do about it. As Jake the Slayer starts his lap in the front. Oh, he lost it a little bit there. Must have lost a tenth or two. But he's still going. Oh no, he's not still going anymore. He's backed out already. Probably a sensible thing to do. So we've actually got no one on a hot lap, unless one of these are going again for a second run. It doesn't look like they are. So we'll take a breather for a minute. We'll have a look into the Discord. So then Charlie in Japan still in the pits. Obviously leaving it late, he might only have 1 set of fresh softs left, so he might be saving it once the track gets a bit grippier towards the end of the session. As cars lay down more rubber, becomes grippier. We're going to go on board with Marvsky, who's now starting his lap again. He's going to be in contention for one of these for pole position. Little less through there again, as we say, all the track looks the same. Sector 1, Sector 3, it's no different. And he's gone purple through Sector 1. He goes onto the straight, he's got his DRS open. I'm not sure if it's there's 2 DRS zones here. We have that one that he's just gone through, the straight through Sector 2, and then we have the main straight as well, the pit straight. There was 3 in Bahrain last week, so overtakes here might be a bit more difficult. But in general, we've got the corners here are a lot quicker, as you can see him dive in flat out to this corner, 197 miles an hour. So again, overtakes shouldn't really be a problem. Didn't see if it was purple through sector 2 or not. Fuel gauge is flashing. Let's hope he's got enough to cross the line. And again, it's a very tidy lap list from Marski. It looks fantastic as he comes out onto the final straight. Very tidy again. He's got his DRS open and he does go fastest. Look at that. It's less than a tenth between the top two. Fantastic times from these guys. Definitely contenders for promotion, because these times are incredible. But we've still got both Ferraris yet to set a time. We're going to go on board with Nunda. As he comes through sector 3, he keeps his time validated. Here we go, then he comes through the final corner. Opens DRS and Nunda crosses the line, and he's only up to 7th. He'll probably be a bit disappointed with that. And Jake Deslay is already up into 4th. Well, it showed he was behind Nunda for me. Obviously he isn't. So Nunda 7th, Jake Deslay in 4th, DJ Jawley. I think he's now going again to start another lap. He is. And we've got Jake Deslay. I'm not sure if he's going again. Nunda's definitely not going again. So we're going to go on board with DJ Jawley. Can he match or get anywhere near his teammate who's on provisional pole position at the moment? We get the Red Bull getting out of the way. Again, it appears purple through sector 1. We've seen it before though, where cars have been purple for every sector and not been on pole, so we're not sure whether to believe that or not. Car number 77. The car of Valtteri Bottas, driven by Jawley. If we're going to stick to real life, he's probably going to get second then. Again, through that flat right hander, he clips the red and white line. Brilliant view through there, that is. Again, this is perfect. Looks very tidy. Wouldn't surprise me if it actually was purple through sector 1. So not sure what traction these guys drive on. Some might be on medium, some might even be on full, but I doubt it. If you've got no traction on, it's really hard. But obviously, you can get a lot faster if you practice at it. So then, DJ Jawley opens his DRS. How close can he get? Can he get anywhere near his teammate? He crosses the line, and it is. Well, it said he went 5 tenths up, but it said he's still 5th. Strange. Didn't say invalidate his lap at all. Oh well. It looked like a good lap to me. Argentina and Crypticalabyte are both on fast laps then. As Argentina, he's gone fastest. Argentina. For the first time into the 128s we've seen today. 128.8. And by nearly 3 tenths, he's quicker than Marski, and Marski's in the pits. So Argentina's jumped Marski there. He could be on pole position. Crypticalabyte is 3 tenths down on his own time. So Argentina could be on pole position here. Jake Deslay is in the pits as well. So is his teammate in a Ferrari, although one of them are now coming out. Bearded Dame's retired from the session. I'm sure he's retired in the pits. I'm not sure what this Red Bull's doing. Charlie in Japan just sat there. I'm not sure he's spun or what. Oh no, we see the Bearded Dame's retired on the track as well. Again, we don't like to see that. We need to cut down on that, because that can get in the way of other drivers. So then, we're going to go back on board with Crypticalabyte. Oh, it says he's a second up. Oh, that's because he's cutting every corner there is. And he comes in the pits. So Crypticalabyte won't start any higher than 3rd. And DJ Jawley is 5th. Swanshanks, he's not improving as well. Andy Liu, 2 tenths down. It's all on Charlie in Japan, and no, he's slowed down as well. So there we go. I think we have it. Argentina is on pole position. Who expected that? And by quite a margin as well. Fantastic that from him. Marvski will start 2nd. Crypticalabyte will... Oh no, of course, Argentina, let's not forget. He's got a 5-place grid penalty. Forgot about that. Completely forgot about it. He's got a 5-place grid penalty, which we think was unjustified from what we've heard. So Marvsky then is on pole position. He didn't actually qualify first, but he will be on pole position. He'll start first because of the 5-place grid penalty to Argentina. Cryptic Alibi is then second, Jake the Slayer third, Julie in fourth. Fifth will be Swanshanks. Fantastic effort in the McLaren. Argentina then down in sixth, Nunda seventh, Bearded Dave in eighth, Andy Liu in ninth, and Charlie in Japan didn't set a time in Q3. That's a risk when you leave it late. If you invalidate your time, you then get stuck, and he is stuck down in 10th. It was a great qualifying session with all 20. Great to have a full qualifying. And we've got to wait for over a minute now until the session ends, and then we are ready for the race. So then we've got Mercedes in first and fourth, and then we've got Ferrari in third and seventh. So that is going to be the battle at the top. Obviously we've got McLaren who are second in the constructors as well. We've got McLaren starting in fifth. I know it says sixth, but if you missed it, Argentina has got a 5-place grid penalty. So it's going to be really close towards the top. But Mercedes do need strong points today if they're to push towards the top. If Ferrari outscore me, it does create a bit of a gap, and we see the gap in the end. The top three were quite a bit quicker than the rest. They were hiding a bit of their pace through the session. And I think it surprised some of the other drivers as well. So then the French Grand Prix, third race in the championship. It's going to be so close between these top three. Hopefully we'll have a clean race. And let's hope that everyone gets through the first couple of turns without any damage. That is rare. But France obviously has plenty of runoff area, whereas there's other tracks, as we see in Holland, the new track, sharp into turn one, not much room, it's quite narrow, and then there's gravel as well. Obviously here is still quite a pacey turn one, and then turn two in that sharp left and right. And obviously, as we mentioned, there's runoff area to the right and to the left. So I'd be surprised if anyone was a DNF by the end of the first couple of corners. And there's plenty of room for them to space themselves out as well. Make sure everyone is recording. Gavin saying he's sure the 5-place grid penalty will be nothing to win with laps like that. Obviously, it depends on strategy as well. Starting down 6th, he was only a couple of attempts ahead of Marvsky and Cryptic, so be interesting to see. So here we go, as we can see, Woods is down at the back after that 5-place grid penalty. And then Argentina is down in 6th as well. Looking forward to this race, really looking forward to it. We're going to have a look at tyre info. So yep, again, everyone is on the mediums, apart from the 3 that qualified in Q2 to get through to Q3 on the softs. And then we've got RD Wee starting down the back on hards. He's done this before. I think he did it in Bahrain last week. He started on the hards and he was right down the back as well, and he managed to pick up points. So he'll be looking for more of the same. Obviously with a full grid tonight, it'll be a lot harder. Charlie in Japan disqualified from his formation app, and so are Jake the Slayer and DJ Julie. Come on, it's not that hard. Just don't make contact with anyone else on your formation app and you won't get disqualified. Luke saying me, Jake and Mark are friends, P1, 2 and 3. Let's hope they keep it clean then. Adam saying RD Wee, are you in for the race? Obviously that's his teammate in the Williams. None of them in the top 10 today, so they'll be looking to pick up some points. I think they both did last time out. They've got quite a few points on the board, Williams. So we're going to sit back and relax for the next 45 minutes or so. And we're going to see who's going to win the French Grand Prix. Obviously we will have a new winner. And Jake the Slayer is the championship leader. If one of the drivers around him wins today, we'll probably have a new championship leader as well. All up for grabs here early on at this stage. Jay Bradfield saying he needs an invite. We're going to quickly get him an invite then, not sure why. His internet's not very good. We've seen that before. But if everyone in Discord watches the stream, and obviously I can see that because I'm watching the stream, I'm not in the Discord whilst I'm watching this and commentating. But here we go then. Jay Bradfield is back here and hopefully he can take control of that car. Here we go then. 3, 4, 5 lights, and lights are out, and we're not away yet. There's a bit of a delay. Oh dear. It's Jay Bradfield again. He's going to have to leave. No, go. Here we go. Here we go. And Marsky gets a great start. He's up. Cryptic Alibi behind DJ Julie as well. Argentina's up to 5th. He's battling with Swanshanks going into the turn. Oh, he's got to be careful there. Everyone gets through cleanly at the front. We've got Cobb Gunner up into 8th. I'm not sure if he's jumped the start or what. We know Jay Bradfield's jumped the start. And again, these server issues, I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, there's a bit of argy-bargy there between Adam and Andy Lou. As that Red Bull there, his matey's turned in very aggressively there on Adam. I think it might have been RD Wee. We've got the Maniac there. Woods is up into 16th as well. It's a great start from him. His Vintage is already falling back a little bit. Charlie in Japan down in 19th. Not sure what's happened there. And we're going to go up to the front because Cryptic Alibi and DJ Julie are fighting here. DJ Julie, I think he's lost out a little bit there. He's lost a bit of time because Swanshank's there and Jay Bradfield. Oh, he's just letting people pass because of his jump start, which is good. We like to see that. Hopefully he'll go back to roughly where he started. So Marvsky then has built up a bit of a lead. Over a second already on Cryptic Alibi. And DJ Julie and Swanshanks are battling out here. Fantastic racing side by side, inside line. Obviously Swanshanks on those softs, so he will have a bit more performance to begin with, but he will have to pit earlier. And Jay Bradfield drops back into 15th, which is a bit lower than he started, but it's fair play from him. And he lets his teammate through as well. As Adam comes in the pits straight away, not sure if he's got wing damage. We did see a bit of a collision there. Marsky sets the fastest lap. He leads from Cryptic Alibi. DJ Julie's going to make it a double Mercedes podium as he gets past Swanshanks. Great battle in there between them two. Jake the Slayer's up into 5th. Argentina 6th, that's where he started. Gunner is in 7th place. He started in 13th as well. It's a great start from him if it's all legit. Not sure if it let him start earlier or what. Nunda is in 8th. Andy Lou in 9th on those softs. Bearded Dave down in 12th on softs. Not a great start from him. RD way up into 11th. Started 19th. Oh, he's crashed. He's crashed. It's been a huge crash. He's crashed here with Matey. What on earth happened there? and he came flying back onto the track through no fault of his own. The wall spun him back. How have they collided there on the straight? Not sure how that's happened. Anyway, we're going to go on a battle up front. Cryptic Alibi. He is causing a bit of a traffic jam here. Marvsky's pulling away slightly. And this will be helping Marvsky all the time. DJ Joy is closely following Cryptic Alibi. He's out of VRS already. And Swanshanks really is keeping tabs with those softs. But as we know around here, the tyre wear's not... Oh, he's got a bit of curb there. He'll lose a bit of time there. Swanshanks. Those soft will die out in a few laps. As Darren's saying, good job by Bradfield. Yeah, very good, very good. That's what we do like to see from our drivers. I'll see if the server messes up and it lets you start the race early, and everyone else, you gain unfair advantage. It's good to see our drivers giving it back and being fair. That's what we'd expect from everyone. Matey is in the pits then, putting on the hard tyres. Not sure, as is RDW, not sure what happened there. And Cryptic Alibi is in DRS range now of Marvsky. And he does have DRS open, obviously that free, so it's validated as Jay Bradfield gets past the Maniac. I'm not sure if the Maniac's slid a little bit there because he's under pressure now from Toon Smasher 2, we've not seen too much of, who went out in Q1. There we go then. Marvsky, 7 tenths in front of Cryptic Alibi. Bit of a gap back to DJ Jawley, who's keeping Swanshanks behind him at the moment, which would be a good thing because they're on a different strategy. You'd think Swanshanks would have to do a 2-stopper. He'd have to manage those softs really, really well if he was to do a 1-stopper. Obviously, advantage of doing a 2-stopper and starting on those softs though is that you can get through and qualify higher up. And obviously he is running up in 4th, and the other McLaren's in 7th as well. So good starts for Mercedes and McLaren. Ferrari 5th and 8th as well. Jake Deslayer's lost out a little bit, and we see Cryptic Alibi now really is catching up to Marvsky. It's less than 4 tenths. Oh, he's gone wide there. He might pick up a warning for that, for exceeding track limits. As a Bearded Dave and Andy Lou are fighting two of the front runners on soft tyres. Oh, he's gone a bit wide though. Oh, he's going to cause a bit of a traffic jam here. Good exit from Woods on those mediums. Woods could get 2 places here. Oh, there's 3 of them, all side by side. Who's going to go for it? Woods goes down the outside, and Andy Lou loses 2 positions in a couple of corners there. Woods did get a 3-second time penalty for his troubles as the Bearded Dave goes wide. He's gone wide. Not sure if he caught himself out under the brake in there. Now he's holding up the 2 Renaults. The 2 Renaults are battling here. And the Bristol Fox did pick up a 3-second time penalty as well, as he had to cut the corner for that as well. Wow, fantastic. Is Jay Bradford going to go down inside his teammate? No, he's not. Got a bit of a train going on there, and Swanshanks is about a 10th behind 3rd. Off DJ George, he's got more grip, still no soft tyres, he's still got life in them. As we are on lap 4. That's great to see, all 20 cars still running as Jay Bradfield gets past his teammate, and I think he's let him pass. It's good fair play. We've seen fair play from both of the Renaults now. That's what we like to see. So we've got... Oh, has Jay Bradfield lost it? He's lost it. He's lost it. I'm not sure what's happened there. Not sure if it involved the Maniac because he's off the track as well. Yeah, look at all them 4 cars all going in together. And DJ Geordie's picked up a 3-second time penalty. And talking of 3 seconds, that's how far he is off second. We've really got a 2-horse race at the moment. Argentina, he got the quickest lap in qualifying. He would be on pole if it weren't for that 5th-place grid penalty. He's really not moving through the field, or say that. He's right up behind Jake the Slayer now, and he'll be looking to get a move done. But he's got Gooner behind him as well, his fellow Irishman. As Marvsky's gap to Cryptic Alibi is about a second, although it's falling in the DRS. And they all keep their order going through the straight. The Bearded Dave and Andy Lou are fighting again, and the Bearded Dave gets the move done. Oh, it's a Renault there. Bristol Fox getting past as well, and Swanshanks and Jake the Slayer. Oh, Jake the Slayer's going on Swanshanks. Oh, you can see he's losing grip. And Jake the Slayer gets the move done. And Argentina wants some of that as well. Can Argentina go down inside? Yes, he can. Argentina gets the move done. Swanshanks as well. Next behind Swanshanks is his teammate Guna. It wouldn't surprise me if Swanshanks came in the pits. It looks like he has lost a bit of grip. And he is. There we go. He dives into the pits. Didn't surprise me there at all. As we see, oh, we've got a Haas off here. Vintage. Oh, he's going round. He's obviously been late into the break in there. We're going to go to the battle for the lead because it's about half a second again. Cryptocalibi is keeping close. He's keeping tabs of him. Can he get a move done on the straight? And we get a yellow flag again. Not sure what for, but it's quickly cleared. And as Darren mentioned in the comments earlier, don't count on a safety car here. We haven't even had a single retirement yet. We've still got 20 cars running, which is great to see. So I definitely wouldn't count on the safety car. As Andy Liu does come in the pits again. Somebody started on those soft tyres. Comes in. I think he's putting mediums on. So that is a 2-stopper definitely from Andy Liu. The Bearded Dave is the only runner left on the soft tyres. It's Ardy Wee sets fastest lap on the mediums. He's not been on those mediums for 8 laps. It's impossible because there's only been 6 laps. But he started on hards and then he's coming for mediums. And he's probably going to do a hard medium. So the gap's still about 7 to 8 tenths between the top two. Nothing much changing there. So we can see Marsley's used up most of his ERS. Cryptocalibi's still got quite a bit left. Andy Liu's picked up a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Woods up into 8th, which is fantastic effort from him. Obviously we've had a couple of incidents and a couple of pit stops, but he started down in last and he has got plenty of fresh air as well. He's a few seconds off 7th, but he's pretty clear in 9th. We got the Renaults up in 10th and 11th as well. As we said earlier, it would be great to see them pick up a couple of points. And again, we're going to follow the battle out in the lead. Look at the gap. 2 tenths and they're following really well. Cryptocalibi. Darren saying, well done to Swan, good call. Yeah, it definitely was. He had to pit as soon as you start losing grip on those soft tyres once they've been on for a few laps. Definitely the right call to pit because you just start losing more and more places. Once they're gone, it's hard to get them back. And Argentina on Jake the Slayer, I think he's going to get moved on quite comfortably, and he does. Argentina then up into 4th. And Guna is keeping right behind them as Ardy Wee sets fastest lap yet again. He's quick on those mediums and he's looking to fight his way back through the field. He's got Matey up behind him, just in front of him, sorry. So they are the two that had the crash on the straight. Not sure what happened. We'll be looking for footage at the end of the race. Hopefully they don't get past each other cleanly this time as they enter the straight, I think, as well. We're going to keep an eye on this battle. Here we go then. Ardy Wee is going to have a DRS and he gets past a lot more comfortably than he did attempt to last time. And now Argentina is putting a chase on. He's catching up to DJ Geordie, 4 tenths as they go onto the straight. But DJ Geordie's 5 seconds, over 5 seconds off the front two. As Guna gets past Jake the Slayer, as we can see in the background. Jake the Slayer gets a better line though, and he's going to have better traction. They're going to be side by side. This is a great battle here. Who's going to have the nerves going on the braking? The inside line, Jake the Slayer gets the place back. Fantastic racing. Guna will have DRS, so let's not forget. As we got to the battle for the lead, they're now going to the straight. Again, it's about 6 tenths Cryptocalibi. He needs to be probably about 3 or 4 tenths going on to the straight so he can make the full use of that DRS. Again, he's just not close enough. Marski using his energy to defend from the DRS. Again, DJ Geordie's falling further back from the front too as he's having to defend from Argentina. Jake the Slayer has fallen further back though after battling with Guna. And Nunda's closing up behind as well, and Woods is closing up behind as well. Fantastic effort from him as Jay Bradfield gets past his teammate again after he had a little incident earlier. So I'm getting an invite for an F1. Obviously I'm not going to be joining that. Oh, Jake the Slayer getting a bit wobbly there. He's fighting really hard to defend from Guna. As we see Charlie in Japan down in 14th. Not sure what happened to him at the start as he gets past the Maniac into that swooping right-hander. There you go, flat out. Bearded Dave. Fantastic effort from him at the moment. 7 laps. Oh, he's done. Oh, and Argentina. There we go. He gets past DJ Jawley quite comfortably on the straight, and he is back up into 3rd in the podium places, and now he has got a battle on if he's going to chase down those top 2. Swanshanks on those fresh hards gets past Toon Smasher. Swanshanks, he might try and go to the end. I don't think it's going to be easy, but he might be going for it. Otherwise you'd have thought he'd have gone mediums. He might go really flat out on those hards, so it gives him 2 options then. As the Maniac picks up a 3-second time penalty. Undercuts big here too, saying Darren, yeah, absolutely right. So if you're new to F1 and not know what the undercut is, that would mean if Cryptic Alibi, if he was to pit now, and then Marvsky would pit a lap later, Cryptic Alibi would come out in front, because you'd get that extra lap on those fresh tyres to go flying round, do a hot lap, whilst your car that was in the lead, which would be Marvsky, hasn't pitted, and they'd still be going around in their scrubs, so they'd gain a couple of seconds. The car that pits the lap earlier, obviously the disadvantage is that you got lap holder tyres, but the undercut, a very good point, definitely is worth it here as Charlie in Japan gets another move done. This time it's on Toon Smasher, and DJ Jawley is into the pits. Only 8 laps on those mediums, or 9 laps. Thought they could have done a bit more, and he's going straight onto the hards. I thought he would have done a couple more on those mediums. Again, that could be difficult getting those hards to the end, as we see the pit crews coming out for the Bearded Dave as well. He's done 8 laps on those soft tyres, done the same amount on those softs as Jawley has on the mediums. Of course, so it's the undercut possibly for Jawley to gain a bit more time back on those at the front. Oh, Cryptic, oh, we've missed it. Cryptic Alibi's got past Marvsky, completely missed it. We've been following that battle for about 8 laps, and the lap we look away from it is the lap he gets past. Not sure where he got the move done. Probably on the pit straight as Guna gets past Jake the Slayer. Oh, he's gone down the inside, he's dived down, and Jake the Slayer is really fighting it. This is fantastic racing, they're keeping it clean, and he's not giving up that position at all, Jake the Slayer, who was speaking to me in the week saying he doesn't like this track at the moment. It's being really good to him, he's driving really well. He says he's been practicing on it quite a lot, and it definitely shows. He's putting in a great effort to keep up his run of podiums, although he's going to have to fight a lot harder today if he's to keep up that podium streak. As we see, the Williams are down in 15th and 16th, they're both already pitted. Disappointing start for them. The Renault in 8th and 9th at the moment as well. We're on board with Guna here though, who's got DRS open down the straight, and he is catching up to Jake the Slayer. He's going to be a bit too far back, but he keeps a nice tidy line. And Guna definitely looks quicker at the moment, but Jake the Slayer's doing a great job of holding on to that position as the Bearded Dave picks up a 3-second time penalty. And this race has flown by, because we're close to the half distance already. But of course that helps, having no safety car, no incidents, and to still have 20 cars running is fantastic. We've got ALR Vintage then at the back, who's running quite slow, but it's his first race for us today. He's getting lapped now. Adam's got his first 3 seconds. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. I think it's Bristol Fox, is it? No. It came up saying yellow flag, and Bristol Fox lost a position. Not sure what that was about then. DJ Jawley then in 9th. Oh, please stop sending me invites. DJ Jawley then, he's on those hard tyres. He's going to try and make them go to the end. I think it's going to be quite hard. He's definitely going to be gaining time on those at the front here. Obviously performing the undercut, but those tyres are going to die out towards the end. As Cryptic Alibi pits, as we see, Argentina is only 4 seconds off Marvsky. This is going to be a great battle. I think we're going to have a three-way battle come the end of the race for the race win. There we go. Also in the pits is Jake the Slayer. He's been on the medium tyres as well, and they're both going to go into hards till the end. Both going to go for a one-stopper. They're going to have a couple of laps, fresher tyres than DJ Jawley. Let's see where they come out in relation to DJ Jawley. We'll go on board with Jawley now. He's easily past Jake the Slayer. And we do have a yellow flag again, not sure what for. Oh, there's a bit of an incident here. Not sure who that is, but Jake the Slayer and Charlie in Japan. Again, he's coming out of that pit lane. I hope he's not got wing damage. No, I don't think he has. He's coming out of that pit lane and just spits you out into traffic. Again, we're having sector 2 for a yellow flag. I think it's a Haas that's gone off. Is it Vintage? Yeah, I think it is. It's Vintage. He's just getting out of the way. He's doing a good job of getting out of the way. But it's Andy Lou down in 19th, so you have to start in the top 10. Disappointing from him. For him anyway. Charlie in Japan finally gets passed by Jake the Slayer. Quite easy on the straight. Jake the Slayer then, he'll be looking to put a chase on. And we got, yeah, Bearded Dave's getting passed by Matey here as well. Matey gets the move done. Argentina pits. Here we go then. He's going to have a lap fresher tyres, and Guna pits as well. Marvsky's staying out. So is he going to try and go a couple of laps later and have fresher tyres at the end, because he could lose a position here to Argentina if Argentina has a really strong outlap here. Woods top 4 or 5, Darren says he's thinking. And Guna's been done by Woods too. Yeah, Woods up into second. Brilliant effort from him. Of course, he hasn't pitted yet, but he started down rock last. Great effort from Woods, who is a reserve with us. So he's not permanent in the championship, and any points he scores won't be counted. Only for his team, which is actually Racing Point, of course. Let's not forget Jake the Slayer. We see there pick up a penalty. And we see a few cars coming to the pits now. Vintage, Le Maniac, Toon Smasher and Bristol Fox. They're the last 4. Running towards the back, so it does promote some other drivers back up. And Nunda has come in as well, and he is on fresh hards. And he is in 11th as Argentina gets past DJ Jawley. Oh, it's a bit of a freeway battle here. That's Jay Bradfield up in the 4th. He's going to be under pressure from Jawley as well. Not sure what happened there, because Argentina got the move, I think. And then he's lost it again. Jay Bradfield's not going to give up that position to Jawley easily. Let's have a look at him in here. Oh, he's still fighting. He's pushed him quite wide, but he's entitled to do that. And Jay Bradfield backs off a little bit, and DJ Jawley goes around the outside, sweeps around and gets the move done. And for DJ Jawley, it's looking quite good, because Jay Bradfield's now going to be holding up Argentina to create a bit of a gap between them. And Jay Bradfield comes in the pits anyway. It's a 3-second time penalty for RDW. So DJ Jawley, Woods and Marvsky pit as well. And Marvsky's out of the pits, and look at that, he's nearly 4 seconds behind Cryptic Alibi. DJ Jawley's a further 5 seconds back. Argentina right behind DJ Jawley. So they have spread themselves out a bit, the top 4. But as we can see from DJ Jawley pitting early, he does get a bit of an undercut, but he is going to be on those older tyres now. We've got a yellow flag. I'm not sure who that's for. Oh, yeah, it is for Vintage. He had a bit of a moment there. He's facing the wrong way now, and he's been disqualified for facing the wrong way, which is a shame. It's the first car to be out of the race, but still not a DNF. It's a DSQ. That's a shame. Cryptic Alibi then leads by 3.7 seconds, but he is on 2 laps old harder tyres, which might come into play towards the end of the race. Marvsky 3.8 back, DJ Jawley 5 seconds or so, and Argentina is right behind him now, fighting out for this final podium spot. Swanshanks, of course, doing brilliant to stay on the tail of these as well, but he has been on his hard tyres for a long time. it might be a struggle for him to get those to the end. He'd have to do 21 laps on them. I could see him coming in at the end for some softs and maybe going for fastest lap. Here we go onto the straight then. Can Argentina get anything done here? DRS is open. He's really close. He's going to go down the inside and he gets the move done. Toon Smasher gets a 3-second penalty. Brilliant move from Argentina then. DJ Jawley down into 4th after getting a podium last time out. Oh, he's going to fight it back. He's going to go down the inside and he gets a 3-second penalty for his troubles and he doesn't get the position back. That's a shame. Don't think any of the top 3 have got penalties though. But DJ Jawley, we know, has got at least 3. And Woods, by the way, has pitted. He's come out in 7th as well. And he's on those fresh hard tyres. Fantastic effort from him because he's now catching Jake the Slayer. And he's definitely on for a strong finish here. As Darren was saying earlier, Woods top 4 or 5. Looking at it, I think Woods could definitely get 4th. I think a podium could be a bit too much. But from 20th to 4th, well, 20th to 5th would be a fantastic achievement. Gunalen in 8th, he has been done by Woods. Nunda's down in 9th. He'll be looking to creep up a little bit more than that. RDW has not been on those mediums for 26 laps. I mean, it's a simple thing to do, isn't it? Simple thing to fix. How silly does it look though? Lap 15 and he's been on these tyres for 26 laps. I ain't got a clue how long he's been on those laps for now, on those tyres for now, but oh yeah, he did come in. He's been on those since about lap 2 or 3, I think, after that incident with Matey, so he will have to pit again. RDW, we think. Charlie in Japan is 11th. Not seen too much from him. It's been quite a race as we see Matey and Adam fight in the back. As Woods has got past Jake the Slayer, we've missed that. Woods and Jake the Slayer is under pressure from Guna now as well, as they're about to go on that double right-hander and then onto the straight. Does look like Guna's got more traction. He looks a lot more comfortable in that car than Jake the Slayer does. So yeah, it's going to be slightly disappointing for Ferrari because they're going to be down. They're down in 7th and 9th at the moment, and it could get a bit worse here if Guna can get the move done. Jake the Slayer has got DRS from Woods in front as well. As Guna gets a 3-second time penalty, as we see Larry went 4 wheels off. Again, it's harsh, and in normal F1 it probably wouldn't be a penalty, but it's this game, we've got to live with it. As we see Matey get past his teammate Charlie in Japan. Yeah, I think that looked quite tactical. It's good to see teammates getting out of the way for each other. Obviously I know people say it's going to be a bit boring if they're not going to race each other, but if you've got a car, if your teammate's a lot faster behind you, it makes sense just to let them through, let them create a bit of a gap, hold up the people they're in a battle with, and there's more chance of your teammate getting your team some points. Guna then 7 tenths behind Jake the Slayer, and now Jake the Slayer is out of DRS range for Woods, so he's a bit more vulnerable. He's still got DRS open. He must have just been under a second as they crossed the activation line before the straight, and we see RDW, as we mentioned a couple of laps ago, he is in the pits taking off those 28 lap hold mediums, and I'm sure it'll be another set of mediums because 10 laps on softs is surely too much. And Adam picks up another 3-second time penalty with his teammate, so not great for Williams. Red Bull 10th and 12th, they've picked up a little bit. Matey's been on those hards for 14 laps, so you'd think he's going to have to pit again. Here we go then, Guna, he's just a bit too far back, and RDW has left the session yet again, so I'm going to quickly get him another invite. I think that might be another server error. Quickly, we have custom lists so we can get the invites sent out pretty quickly. As I say that, the thing's not loading. There we go, we get an invite as we see Cobb Guna still behind. Gap out at front is still 3.8, 3.7. It's about the same as it was when they pitted, but as we said earlier, oh, RDW disqualified, parked in a dangerous location. Well, we've seen no DNFs, but we've seen 2 cars disqualified. RDW wasn't even in the session. As Argentina, there we go. He's got a 3-second time penalty. Is that the end of his hopes of winning this race? And as we see, Izmavsky has dropped back to about over 4 seconds behind Cryptic Alibi. And Cryptic Alibi in the Racing Point yet to score any points yet. They are 1st and 5th as it stands. Of course, Woods scoring points to Racing Point. Andy Liu in Woods' car today. Well, sorry, Woods in Andy Liu's car. So the Alfa Romeo is with Andy Liu and then his teammate Toon Smasher. As we see Gunnar finally getting past Jacob Slater. Oh, he does it down the inside at the back of the straight, and he goes around the outside to keep the position as well. Fantastic move from him. And he's been battling for a few laps with Jacob Slater. It's good to see him finally get the move done. Ferrari down in 8th and 9th. They're going to be losing out because McLaren are 6th and 7th. Mercedes 2nd and 4th. Racing Point 1st and 5th, and Haas in 3rd. It's really going to close up between those top 4. Oh, I think we see a little bit of contact there. Hopefully there's no wing damage for Jacob Slater. He's keeping tabs with Gunnar. He's going for a different racing line every corner at the moment. He wants that position back. He's going to fight it. And he gets a better exit going onto the straight as well. And he's getting his DRS open. He's got his ERS on overtake. He's going to go down the inside. He's going to go for the position back. And he gets it done. Can he make the corner in time? And RDW, as he joins back in the session, he'll realise he's been disqualified. Which is absolutely crazy. I'm not sure why it's done that. See Andy Liu come in the pits. RDW, need to invite please. We're seeing in the comments, yeah, we sent him one straight away as soon as it came up saying he's left the session, but he got disqualified. His ghost disqualified itself as DJ Geordie gets another 3-second penalty as he's under fight. He's under pressure from Argentina, and Argentina, well, he's not under pressure from Argentina, no. Argentina was 3rd, and DJ Geordie's got the move done. But he's gone back round the outside. Argentina's a great. They're going sideways. Oh, he's lost it. He's spun there. He didn't lose it. DJ Geordie kept it together. He was sliding through on his side there, drifting. It put Woods off a little bit as well. But Argentina gets the position back, and he's really struggling on the hard tyres. Argentina, all his pace we see in quali has gone away. It's all well and good practicing on time trial on those soft tyres, but you've got to be practicing races as well on the other compounds. And as we can see, Argentina is falling back from the top 2. And now DJ Geordie's under pressure from Woods. Woods goes for the move on the inside. We see a bit, he's locked up a little bit, and he hasn't got the position done. And DJ Geordie's fuel gauge is on yellow as well, which means he's going to have to save fuel at some point during the race. Only 7 laps left to do so, otherwise he will run out of fuel. And Adam is in the pits as well, and the other Williams. Unlikely that Williams are going to pick up any points today, but we never know. This is Formula 1. Anything can happen. I think Matey's still got to pit after being on those hard for 17 laps. Great effort from him. And he's got a bit of a gap down to 11th as well, so it's possible he could hold on to that final point. But the top 9 look pretty safe. They could probably have a pit stop and remain in the top 9. It's 3.2 now, Marvsky. 3.1 of those couple of laps, fresher softs starting to come into play. Be good to see that gap come down to make a race of it towards the end. But anyhow, it's been a fantastic battle during qualifying and the race as well. Obviously, Marvsky was in the lead for the first 8 or 9 laps, and then Cryptic Alibi missed the overtake. But he was pressing for a long time and eventually got it done. And there's a McLaren. Is it Gunnar? Gunnar, he's lost it. And again, it's that one of those S's in sector 3, I think it is, where it's a left-hander, and if you get your foot down on the gas too early, you lose the rear end and slide. I think that's what he did, and he's down into 9th now. It was 6 and 7 for McLaren. It's now 6 and 9. And then the Ferraris have taken 2 positions because of that. So in a championship battle between McLaren and Ferrari, that could be a costly mistake from Gunnar. But he's still got about 8 laps left. Well, 6 laps left, sorry. To try and make up some time, but he has lost 5 seconds on the Ferrari in front. Ferrari will be happy at that. It's giving them a lifeline. As we see DJ Jolly catching up to Argentina, goes down the inside on the straight, and he does get the move done. But don't forget, DJ Jolly, we know, has got at least 6 seconds in penalties. Argentina's got 3 as well. And Woods is very much on for a podium. He is on for a podium. And Woods gets past Argentina too. If Woods keeps this clean, he could go 20th to 3rd. And again, I think Woods, as Andy Liu gets a 3-second time penalty, Woods is definitely a driver that should be maybe in the Premier League, as we saw with Rick Dalton the last couple of weeks. He was pretty dominant. Be interesting to see where Woods would be if he started higher up, but I think he would be he'd be challenging the top 2 at least, if not in the lead if he started higher up. Obviously he was unlucky with that grid penalty and they retired the car for some reason. And he's now getting past DJ Jolly as well. Look at that. Makes it look easy on the straight. Up into the podium places for Woods. Is Jolly going to fight it back? I don't think he is. No, he's not. He knows he's lost that battle. And he's on 4 laps older. Hard tyres as well. It's not really his battle anymore. It'll be difficult to regain that position, but he will have DRS to have another go back on the straight. And the gap between the top 2 is down to 2.7. It was 2.6 a second ago, and it is again now. It's Adams. That's the fastest lap. Jolly gets back past Woods. Oh no, is Woods spun? Oh, Woods has spun. They hit each other. Oh no. DJ Jolly and Woods collided, and Woods has spun because of it. So unlucky, not just for Woods, because obviously he's not going to score points in reserve, but for Racing Point. Oh, how unfortunate. I think it was just side by side and Woods lost out. Unfortunate. But he can get positions back here, Woods. And again, Ferrari take another 2 places. Up into 6th, and they were 8th and 9th a couple of laps ago. And now they're 6th and 7th. That's really going to help Ferrari. And Jake the Slayer is catching Swanshanks as well. Swanshanks and older tyres, as we have a yellow flag for what we think is a Red Bull. It's Charlie in Japan. He's lost it here. I'm not sure if he's gone into the wall, but he's got it back going again. He is running in last. Argentina and DJ Jolly fighting again. Argentina gets the move done in 3rd. Jolly's going to have better traction though. Is he going to fight it back? He does need to save fuel still. He's going for it. He's going to go for it. And he does back out of it. Argentina back up into 3rd, but it's all changing here. Jake the Slayer then. He's under pressure from Nunda now, and Nunda is going to have to push because Woods is behind as well, and Woods gets a 3-second penalty as well. I don't think the Ferraris have got a 3-second penalty. So the Ferraris are looking good. As Argentina and DJ Jolly fighting again, Jolly gets the position back, and all the time this is helping the Ferraris yet again. Everything's playing into their hands because they're picking up points where people are falling out of the grid, spinning. Charlie in Japan comes in the pits. I think he's going to put another fresh set of softs on. Jake the Slayer goes round the outside. Oh, it's a fantastic place. Really daring to overtake there. Gets the move done on Swanshanks. Can Nunda get the move done as well pretty soon? And use Swanshanks as a barrier to fight Woods off for them. As we see Darren saying, bot parked, RD Wee's robot parked up. Yeah, not sure why it did that. 2 seconds the gap between the top 2, less than 2 seconds. We did say those 2 laps fresher tyres could come into play towards the end, and they really... Oh, Cryptic Alibi's got a 3-second penalty. He's just got a 3-second penalty, so I think Marvsky would win the race at the moment. So the gap's only 2.2. I don't think Marvsky's got any penalties. That could be costly, and Nunda does get past Swanshanks, and it He's fighting. Swanshank's fighting it. They're still side by side. And Nunda's going to have the inside line, and he gets the move done. Swanshank's brilliant racing from fighting it, but from fighting it he could lose a position to Woods here as well. He keeps the inside line, but Woods is going to have DRS here. Swanshanks has got it as well, and he's got it activated on overtake. And DJ Jawley gets back past Argentina. It's a fantastic effort. And Woods then stays behind Swanshanks. Ferrari's now up into 5th and 6th. They're going to pick up more points again unless something goes wrong here. And Woods does get past Swanshanks. Swanshanks 18 lap old hards. Done a fantastic job. If he could just sit tight now, he's going to hold on to 8th and 9th for McLaren. But again, we've not had big crashes. We've not had anyone DNF. And a couple of laps ago we had Ferraris down in 8th and 9th, McLaren's 6th and 7th. And now they've completely changed. Ferrari's up in 5th and 6th, McLaren down in 8th and 9th. And that will mean a lot to the constructors' standings. It just shows anything can happen here. Marvsky, the gap is 2.3 to Cryptic Alibi. Now 2.6, not sure if he's made a little error there. And Argentina, again he's going to be fighting DJ Jawley for that place for 3rd. What a fantastic race this has been. I know it's been helped by the fact that no one has DNF'd, no one's crashed at all. We had a couple of little instances. We saw the crash with Vardy, Wee and Macy, but they both managed to get going. We'll have a look at footage at the end of that. A couple of disqualifications. Vintage, I'm not sure. I think he spun and was facing the wrong way. And RD we know was a ghost that disqualified him. It's been a fantastic race. And I know there's a lot of runoff area, so people do make a mistake. They're given a second chance, really. But everyone's done really well to keep it going. And even for drivers like Charlie in Japan, he's not had a fantastic race. He's down in 18th and he's still going around though, still going strong. Great effort from everyone today. We still don't know where penalties are going to put people. We know Jawley's got he's got a few penalties. He's got at least 6 seconds. We know Cryptic's got 3. Not sure if Marvsky's got any. But Cryptic is putting out some quicker laps now, and he's got a lot of VRS saved up as well, so if he can get that to over 3 seconds I think he would still win. Argentina is a good exit coming onto the main straight. He gets his DRS open and he's gonna get the move done. I think down the inside, he goes down the inside and he does get the move done pretty comfortably again. Does it before the braking zone and he gets a good exit as well. Jake the Slayer gets a 3-second penalty. Oh, Swanshanks, unfortunately, he's not been able to go to the end. Oh, he could not have done. I don't know if he made a mistake. But he felt he couldn't do the next couple of laps. Matey, 23 laps on those hard tyres. Swanshanks is coming out down in 12. That's such a shame for him. I don't know if he lost it or if he got a puncture or what, but if he could have done one more lap. And DJ Jawley and Argentina are fighting again. DJ Jawley gets the place back. What a battle this has been. They've kept it clean. They've not hit each other once. And they've been battling for nearly the whole race. As Adam picks up another penalty. It's been incredible. Nunda has improved massively, saying Darren. He really has. To stay strong, come up to 6th. We've seen some great races from him in other leagues and in this league as well. Oh, what's happened here? We're just praising Nunda and he's crashed. What on earth's happened there? With Woods, they've crashed. That's Darren, that's your fault. He's just saying how good he's been doing and then he's crashed. I'm not sure what happened. He ghosted through Woods. Oh, he's lost an end plate as well, Nunda. He's 7th and Gooner's gone up to 6th now. He's got 1 lap to nurse it home. Cryptic Alibi then. We're going to go on board with him. As he has not long started the last lap of the race. Jawley's got another 3-second time penalty. And yeah, we do need another couple of patches before things are properly sorted with this game. Who's going to win this battle of Argentina and Jawley to cross the line? We know Jawley's got more penalties. And Jake the Slayer, who's also got a 3-second time penalty, is really catching up to them here. We think he's got a 3-second time penalty as well, but he'll be at least 5th. Oh, here we go, Jawley's gone for a move down the outside. And he does get the move done. I think Argentina, knowing that Jawley's got more penalties, gave him the move pretty easily. Weren't worth fighting if he's going to get the position anyway. But here we go then. Cryptic Alibi. He's going through the last sector as we get a yellow flag for Renault. It's Jay Bradfield. He's lost it on the last lap. Let's go back. It's 2.9. The gap's 2.9. Cryptic Alibi. Oh, it's gone down again. 2.8. Cryptic Alibi on the last straight. He's going to cross the line. Cryptic Alibi and Marvsky wins. Marvsky wins by 3.1 seconds then. Cryptic might have had 2, lots of penalties. Jawley's up into 3rd then. It must have been 6 seconds rallied by. Jawley's going to cross the line 3rd, but he definitely won't finish 3rd. There we go, Argentina 3rd, Jake the Slayer 4th. Jawley as it stands is 5th. Can Gunnar get the move done on Jawley through penalties? He can. Gunnar up to 5th, Jawley down in 6th. Nunda crosses line, also takes a place from Jawley. Woods is down in 8th. Matey's next across the line. 24 laps on those hard tyres. Fantastic effort for him. He did have a penalty low as well. Who started down the back and had a crash early on. Great effort from Matey. Bearded Dave picks up the final point in 10th. His first point in the championship this year. Swanshanks. Feel for Swanshanks, really do, because he was going so well on those hards. And then he must have just lost grip towards the end. He had to pit. Jay Bradfield down the 12th. Unfortunately, still no points for Renault. Bristol Fox's teammate 13th. Adam 14th with quite a few penalties. Andy Lou 15th for Alfa Romeo, not racing point. The Maniac down 16th. In fact, he's fighting with Toon Smashers across the line. And there we go. Absolutely fantastic race that was. Really enjoyed that. Nobody lost their wheel in the whole race. The game's given driver of the day to Woods. We see a couple of instances with Woods. Obviously, he went side by side with someone. Not sure, I think it might have been Jawley, and he spun. And the incident with Nunda at the end, we'll have to see footage of. Not sure what happened there. But as we see, the race winner, Marvsky. Fantastic race, especially from the 2 guys at the front. We have another look through. Yeah, Cryptic had 6 seconds of penalties. Argentina on the podium. Jake the Slayer 4th for Ferrari. His run of 2 podiums in a row comes to an end, but he'll be pretty happy with 4th. Gunnar on his debut, and McLaren is 5th. Great effort from him. Another Ferrari in 6th. Ferrari gained points on McLaren even more because of Swanshanks finishing outside the points. Jawley in 7th for Mercedes. A win and 7th place for Mercedes is brilliant. Woods scoring more points for Racing Point, as well as Cryptic's 2nd place, so great for them. Red Bull getting a couple of points on the board. The double their tally for the season, and the Bearded Dave getting his first point of the season as well. So there we go then. That is the end of the championship race of French Grand Prix. It was an absolutely fantastic effort, really was. Really enjoyed watching it and commentating on it. And we have a quick one last look into the comments. Formula moments. There is Jake the Slayer saying happy with P4. Didn't think he'd get top 10 with time trials. Yeah, it's not all about time trials. Obviously, we know race pace is a lot different, and he clearly had it as well. Finished up in 4th. Not sure if he's still in the lead, the championship lead, or not. But he'll definitely still be up there. Luke saying he got the gap to 2.9. Yeah, I know, it's such a shame it was close. Darren saying GG Marvsky. Yeah, it was a fantastic race win from him. But yeah, it was a fantastic race all around. No huge incidents, no wheels falling off. I think the first time I've ever seen that in a league race, but no wheels have come flying off. Now next week we might start doing interviews with the racers as well. Maybe the couple, maybe the few on the podium, maybe driver of the day. But we are going to end it there. And as we see a message from Woods saying Nunda took him out. Not sure what happened there, but we will look at footage. We're going to sort out the standings and the final race results and update them, put them in the Discord, hopefully in the next hour or so. And then we'll be back tomorrow night in France for the Premier League race. The stream will be starting shortly before 7:30. Hopefully we'll see you all then. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.